Hi guys, welcome back to the painting channel. This is one of my very new quick tips series. So let's roll that intro. Let's see how we get on. Hi everybody, welcome back. As I said at the start, this is one of my brand new series of quick tips videos. Now these are going to be put out over the coming months and even longer. They are designed to be short, and they're also designed to help you with little tips, little hints, little tricks to help you with your own watercolor endeavors moving forward. Tonight I'm going to be talking to you about transparent color and opaque color and how you can make some real good darks from those. So without further ado, let's get on and let's make some dark colors with our watercolors. See you in a minute. Hi guys, welcome back. Now I just wanted to touch upon a subject of opaque and transparent colors in this little quick tips video, and it is going to be quick. And the idea being that you can use either an opaque color or a transparent color when you come to do your watercolors, and how best to get your dark values out of that. Now I use two types of color. I use the Schmincke, and I also use Daniel Smith. Schmincke have a lovely set of codes on their tubes, and they range from an open square box through to a black box. The open white square is, of course, it means that it's transparent, and half will indicate that that paint is semi-transparent, and a solid black accordingly is opaque. Sadly, I didn't realize this till yesterday, that the Daniel Smith, for as large a company as they are, seem to have failed to indicate to any of their clients whether or not that this is transparent or semi-transparent or anything. Unless I'm missing it, I cannot see anywhere on their tube to help you. And the only way that I think you can is to spend even more money and spend out on a chart that they produce that will give you all the information. But that's fine. But I think, you know, all these paints cost enough. Do you have to really spend out more money on charts? You could, however, test the paints that you have on an indelible black ink line and just put the paints over and see how they react over that, and that will give you a good indication. There is another good method of trying. It's not foolproof, but 99% is. If you can pronounce the name of your color, then often or not it's going to be an opaque color. The cadmiums are opaque, many of them are opaque, but if you get names that you can't even pronounce, much less speak, you know, quinacridone this, or I don't know, there's so many of them. There is this one, well, this is quinacridone golden something, and there are so many of them. But if you can't pronounce them, invariably they are probably one of the carbon derivative colors, a modern color that you can use, and because of that, often or not, they will be automatically transparent, or at least semi-transparent. So what I wanted to show you today very quickly on this piece of paper, taking some paint, and I want to show you how, if you mix down regular colors such as Vermillion here, and let's say some Cobalt Blue, and I'm going to make a dark. I really am going to make a very good dark. Now my yellow, because we all know that red, yellow and blue make black in theory, and let's come in with some Cadmium Yellow, and let's just put that down on here. Now that really isn't black at all. If I mix more red into that, what's going to happen? It's just going to become already a color of the one above. All right, so let's thump some more blue into that. Let's really go for the blue. Let's get that really dark. Are we there? Not really at all, are we? That you cannot consider as a black. So let me just say that let's go in for some transparent colors. Now let's choose our transparencies, and I'm going to come in here with magenta, and to that magenta I'm going to add in some Phthalo Blue. So I get a really deep on purple going on, and to that color I'm going to add in some Indian Yellow. Now those colors will start to make much more of a black or a dark color Let's go back in and mix some more blue and some more of our magenta and some more of our yellow. And I'm using these three colors at the moment. There are many transparency colors out there that you can use, but I'm just mixing these up. Now these are much closer to a black than anything that you've been able to do here. The reason for that is that transparent color allows the light to pass through, does not radiate it back out. Opaque colors radiate their source color back out to you, so you can never get a dark from these. Doesn't matter how many times you mix a red, yellow and blue of any opaque color, you will not get a black, you will not get a dark color. But the moment you turn your attention to the transparent colors on your paint mixes, on your palette, then you can start mixing some real dark colors. This is with magenta and cyan or Phthalo Blue and Indian Yellow. We can pick some more. We could go in for some Indigo, which is a lovely transparent color, and I can come in with some of my orange color, and that will make a dark color out of just two, because the orange has got a bit of red and a bit of yellow to it, so we're still going to get a very dark. You can see that even leans darker, much darker, because there is a transparency in that deep dark blue with got a bit of yellow in it, and then we've got the orange which got the red in it, so we get that gray. Because at the end of the day, any mixture of gray, if you forget the colors, if you take our normal colors, red, yellow and blue, if you have any pair of them, they make a secondary color. They make another pure color pretty much. But if you have any degree of corruption from three of the primary colors in any degree of, in any amount, should I say, then they will be a gray of some description. For instance, let's just very quickly, I'm aware time's getting on, but there's a yellow, and it's got a little bit of dirt in it. I do apologize for that, but there's a yellow. Let's take our blue, and it's a bit of cobalt with a bit of mess in it, and where should we go? Let's go for our red. Now any amount of those will make a gray. It doesn't matter how you do that. I can mix more blue, I can make it a cooler color, but it doesn't matter how I mix that up. I'm only ever going to get a chromatic gray color, because there's a red, there's a yellow and a blue in there of some description. But when you do use the transparent colors, and we can change our color chosen again, let's come in with some Ultramarine Violet, which is quite a good blue color. I don't think that is, I think that's got a bit of corruption into that, but let's try and get it to better. It should be, there we go, there's the color. It is a transparent color. We can put in a little bit of our orange again, and we end up with a bit of a brown color. So what are we going to do? We're going to come back in with some more of that violet color, just to shift that back down to a darker. It's not as effective as some of these ones, but it is nonetheless a lot darker than any of these would ever come up to. So what I'm trying to say to you is that if you have a real dark that you want to put together, then use your transparent colors of a red, a yellow and a blue. There can be a whole raft of them, from indigo to phthalo blue to some of the cobalt, not the cobalt, the ultramarine violets, the transparent oranges. Any of these transparent colors, especially those with fancy names that you can't pronounce, they will come together in some form and make a very, very dark color. And that is the way that you make your darks from your transparents. And don't get me wrong, opaque colors have their own uses, but not when it comes to making a very dark value. Just one quickly before we finish, there's my indigo, and if I then put my orange I use to that here, two lovely transparent colors, and I can mix the two together and I can make my color warmer like this, or indeed if I wanted to, I could make my dark cooler by adding more indigo. So the idea of having the blue and the orange will give you a warm value and a cool value, and you can go mixing those two together any degree you like. to get a real dark accent to where you want, but you can have it cooler, you can have it warmer, just depending on the ratios of color you put of one to the other. So I do hope that this little few minutes of painting and scribbling around with color has helped you in some degree, helped you understand what the difference between the transparent colors and the opaques are and what they can deliver for you, especially when you want to come and create a real darkness, deep shadows, any sort of crevices, anything that needs a big punchy contrasty dark. Transparent's the way to go. Until the next one, take care everybody. I do hope to see you then. All the best. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and to comment on this video if you've enjoyed it, and click that bell icon, and that will tell you next time I upload something for you to enjoy. Take care for now. Bye bye.
Tomorrow, 'cause